What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? It's your boy Billiam. Hopefully everybody having a good day, man, and their new year going smooth so far. I was thinking about something, because a lot of times people had asked me, like, was you locked up with anybody famous or any pro athletes? And, I named whoever I could remember. And then some I'd be like, nah, whatever the case. Then I was just sitting here last night thinking about something, because I thought about a situation. And I actually was locked up with a former professional boxer. His name was Thomas Riley. I'm going to tell y'all how Jamaica knocked him out. Just the Vibes, that channel. I just thought about this last night. I was sitting here chilling and it just randomly popped in my head. Me and Jamaica was cool, so he'll always be at my room, I'll always be at his room. Or we'll just always be out busting laps in the dorm, chopping it up together, whatever the case is. And I remember one day he said something like, they say it's a professional boxer just got down here. I'm like, for real? He like, yeah. I'm like, who it is? He like, I don't know. I was like, damn, that's what's up. I was like, shit, maybe you could, feel me, learn a little something. He was like, shit, I don't know, that what's up, though. Because Jamaica, I don't know if he be talking about it, but he was real big into that fighting and training stuff. That's what he used to do. It was this older dude in the dorm. I'm going to just call him JC. And, he was so fire with this training. He used to train Jamaica. I say JC, I'm going to just say 40, 41 maybe. He was probably, I'm 5'11". He had to be about 6'3", maybe. Light brown skin. He was like heavy but not overweight, you know what I'm saying? And when you see him, bro, you wouldn't even think he fired nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? He walked back super straight, super quiet. When I first saw him, honestly, I thought he was a little timid. You know what I'm saying? He always got his headphones on, minding his business. And first time I seen him in Jamaica down there training, bro, he was fire. I'm talking about he could throw kicks super fast, super strong. I went out there and sparred with them once. And after about 2 punches, I was like, hey, man, I see why these niggas ain't working out no more. Everybody toting candy bars for people like you. But nah, look, though, I don't know how Boxing Dad, that's what we was calling him, Boxer Dad or Boxing Dad or something like that. I don't know how he ended up in the dorm, but I know one day it was me, Jamaica. It was this little Crip dude from Albany. He was cool as hell. We rocked it with him. And we was in there laughing, just chopping it up, talking, and then him and Jamaica went to, like, sparring, like, but they was hitting each other, but not in the face. You know what I'm saying? They was, like, doing body shots. And I think I was sitting there on the tablet with one CL20 on my head and the other one pulled up. I was doing something on the tablet. They in my room hitting each other and stuff. And if I remember correctly, somebody knocked on the door. Everybody basically was like, yo, at the same time, the door swung open. This is a dude I never seen before. Dark-skinned dude. He wasn't bald head, but you could tell he was balding. Like, it was real thin hair. It was, like hair here, not too thick, though. He had these big-ass, elephant-ass ears that I thought they was finna pop off and hit one of us. Shit, I thought it was a weapon the way they was like, you know how a snake get up? It looked like the ears was like, everybody look at him. And he was like, what's up, bro? Which one of y'all Jamaica? Which one of y'all Jamaica? But he knew it wasn't me because I was the one sitting down. These two right here sweating was just hitting each other. So Jamaica like, what's up, bro? So he was like, Jamaica said, what's up, bro? Who is you? So he said, I'm Boxing Dad or whatever he said. Boxing Dad, that's what we gonna run with. And he was like, I heard you the champ, man. You feel me? I'm trying to get some work. I'm trying to get in there. So Jamaica was like, well, shit, bro, we'll do something later on or whatever. I got something going on right now, you feel me? So he was like, yeah, man, just let me know. He was like, my name's such and such, Boxing Dad. He said, I'm a real fighter, bro. Like, I'm real fire with this, bro. Like, I'm a professional for real. Like, I can show you the paperwork. So Jamaica was like, okay, bro, we'll get in there, you feel me? He was like, yeah, bro, no disrespect. I just heard a lot about you. I've been hearing about you before I even came in this dorm. And it was kind of strange how the hell he even got in this dorm. Because if I'm not mistaken, bro, it was like 8, 9 p.m. So it's only a few reasons they would move you that late at night. Either you got put on the door, Or shit, I can't think of another reason that they would just move you at 8, 9 p.m. Because that's not even the transfer times. You get put on the dough. Shit, that might be it. When he leave out, I'm like, I asked Jamaica, I'm like, is that the dude you was talking about? He was like, who, what you mean? I said, remember you told me the other day, they said it's a dude here, a professional boxer. He was like, oh shit, I guess that is him, bro. He was like, but I don't like that, bro. People pushing up on me like that, bro. I was like, bro, it probably ain't like that, bro. Calm your ass down. Jamaica ass was a ticking time bomb, bro. He didn't give a fuck. Just throughout the rest of the night, I see him talking to Jamaica a couple times, and then, me and Jamaica walk laps together all the time. He come to my room, I go to his room. So I step out my room sometime before lockdown or whatever, and I go over there going to give me some ice or something. So the boxing dad dude come walking up on me. So I see him walking up on me. I got my candy bar on me. Hey, nigga, I ain't no professional boxer, and I don't do martois. I ain't kicking and punching, all that shit Jamaica do. But I do know how to poke your ass up. You come over here playing. You might be a professional boxer, but you ain't never been a professional in Zelda. He come up to me, he like, hey, champ. I'm like, what's up, bro? He was like, you be getting down too? You be fucking with it too? I said, nah, bro. I just sit back and watch, bro. What's your boy name? I'm like, who? He was like, the champ, man, the one who be fighting. I said, Jamaica. He was like, man, I tried to holler at him a couple times, man. I see y'all tight, seem like y'all tight. He was like, man, look, bro, I'm a professional, bro. Like, come over, let me show you something, bro. Let me just show you something. I said, show me what? I'm thinking a nigga finna say, let me show you a few. No, I'm not your punching bag. And if I'm gonna be your punching bag, you gonna be my stabbing object. So he was like, no, let me show you. I'm about to show you some paperwork. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go down to the room with him. So he like, yeah, man, I showed your boy. I showed your boy just to let him know I ain't playing, And he pulled out some stuff. He pulled out his ID card. He let me look at his ID card, said his name and stuff. And then he pulled out some paper and stuff. And he had pictures of himself in the ring. It said some shit at the top about he 8-0 or 8-0, I think, 7-0, 8-0, something like that. He was telling me, like, bro, I'm a real pro. He had paperwork showing me all the people he fought and how long he been fighting and all this type of stuff. He looked like he probably was about 35 years old at that time, but, he looks older in the face. Like, you could tell he been in a whole lot of fights because that face was pretty rough. But you could look at a person and be like, damn, he look like, but you could just look at certain features and be like, he probably about 35, 40. He just look a little older. You know what I'm saying? So it was a situation like that. So when I got done looking over it, I'm like, oh, that what's up, bro? I used to box when I was like 16. He was like, for real? I was like, yeah. He was like, shit, you want me to start training? I said, nah, hell nah. And the only reason I said that, because it's like, bro, you got JC and Jamaica in here, and I'm cool like this with both of them. So why the hell would you come in the dorm randomly? I mean, I understand your credentials, but if that's what I was trying to do, don't you think I'd do it with one of them and not with you? You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting ready to walk out the room. That man said, hey, bro. I look back. I'm like, what's up? He said, hey, man, tell your boy, I ain't going to hurt him, bro. I promise you. I promise you. That's my word. I ain't going to hurt him. I'll take it easy on him, bro. I just want to, you feel me? That's what I was doing in another dorm. He said, that's the reason they made me leave out that dorm. I said, who made you leave? He said, the police. I said, why? He said, because we was doing a whole bunch of fighting. I was just punching shit out, beating niggas' ass up. And I had to, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, okay, for sure. I was thinking in my head, no, bro, I ain't saying what you was doing. If you made it to professional level, I'm sure you had an extensive amount of training, and I'm sure you're pretty good at it. But that dorm you telling me you came from is the Thunder, stupid Thunder. The dorm we in was kind of Thunder, but not retarded Thunder. The police didn't make you leave because you was punching shit out too much. Them boys would have wet your ass up if it really was like that. You know what I'm saying? People in a level 5 prison, especially the violent dorms with all the violent, crazy gang members, they not just too tough letting you. I mean, you got some. It just depends. I can't say that because it depends, bro. But most of the time, if you just a beast like that, somebody gonna gang up on you and kill you, bro. That's just usually how it works. But so I tell Jamaica, I'm like, hey, Jamaica, he like, yeah. I'm like, shit, Buddy said he gonna take it easy on you. He ain't gonna hurt you. So Jamaica started laughing. Watch out, because he's so used to me playing. I'm like, I'm dead ass. I don't know if he still think I was playing to this day or not, but I wasn't playing. That man really said that. So he like, man, watch out, bro. Woo-woo. So the next day, what was Jamaica doing? Oh, I think he was leaving the hot water tank. Jamaica used to be drinking that coffee. I don't understand how people just drink black coffee, bro. You ain't got no cream or no sugar. That's disgusting to me. So Jamaica was making a cup of coffee, And I came out, when I came out the room, then I see him over there like stretching. He sipped the coffee, put it down. He doing all kind of stretching and stuff. And I went over there. He was like, "What's going on, Bill?" I was like, "Ain't shit, man. Cool." He like, "Man, gonna have to do it to this nigga today." I'm like, "Who?" He was like, "Boxing Dad," and bust out laughing because it was funny calling a nigga Boxing Dad. I'm like, "Why the hell you say you gonna have to do it to him today?" He was like, "Man, he won't stop, bro. He won't stop." I was like, "What JC say?" He was like, "Man, JC said fuck it at first. He said, don't even worry about him. Don't even pay that man no attention, but bro, he will not stop. He will not leave me alone about this, bro. I don't know. The simple fact that he's actively trying to size me up." He was like, "Shit, I'm just gonna give him what he want." I was like, "So what y'all gonna, like, you gonna shoot him one? Y'all gonna real life hit or something?" He said, "No, it ain't gonna be like that." He was like, "I mean, we're gonna be fighting for real, but, we're gonna wrap our hands up. We're gonna do it the right way. We ain't just, we ain't really out here trying to hurt each other." So I was like, "Okay, for sure." So as the day unfolds, bro, I keep seeing Boxing Dad walking up to Jamaica. Then Jamaica would tell me like, "Yeah, bro, he said this, he said that." And I was talking to JC, and he was funny as hell. He was eating some oatmeal, I think. And he was just so cool and nonchalant, bro. He was just like, "He's stupid. He's naive." I was like, "Why you say he's naive?" "Because you don't know Jamaica from a can of paint. You don't know that Jamaica has been over here training for years." I say, "But JC, he's a pro. He's been training for years too." He said, "Jamaica is multi. He is hands and feet together." I said, "But if they box, shit, he might not want Jamaica to use his feet." He was like, "Well, he's stupid. He's stupid." Stuff like that. Then he talking about some, "I had my people look him up. He wasn't really that good anyway." I was just like, JC funny as hell. You got people in the dorm as the day unfolds. "Hey man, what's up? What y'all got on Jamaica? What y'all got on Boxing Dad?" So I'm like, "Oh, this shit finna be real. This shit finna be official for real." Around this time, I didn't really have too much motion going on. I mean, I was going to store every week and stuff like that, but I didn't have too much going on. Called my own dudes. Because I'm too confident in Jamaica. But I don't know, buddy. He a professional, but I'm too confident in Jamaica. I done seen this man in action too many times. I called my own dude. "I need $50. She like, "I ain't got 50. I give you 25. I'm like, "All right." She give me a $25 green dot. Called Pop Dukes. "Man, I need a 50 bar." Pop Dukes came through with the 50, 75. Called like 3 of my homeboys. They all said they ain't got it. Once I got to the 4th one, somebody went and got it for me. Now I got $100. I go out there, "Man, I got $100 on Jamaica. I got 100 on Jamaica. What's up? I got 100 on Jamaica." So this one dude, he was real cool. He was a lifer. He was a civilian, but he had paper and stuff. So he do like this when I'm saying that. So I walk over there. I'm like, "What's up?" He was like, "So you gonna bet $100 on your homeboy going against a professional, a verified professional?" Come on, man. Goddamn B in here. Bitch, get the fuck out. B just scared the shit out of me. So he was like, "So you gonna bet $100 on Jamaica because that's your homeboy going against a verified professional?" I say, "Well, former verified professional." You know what I'm saying? And I said, "Yeah, I'm betting on Jamaica." I was like, "So what you doing? Why you calling me over here?" He was like, "I'll take you up on it." He said, "But, money on the wood make the game go good." He was like, "Money out of sight cause fights." I said, "Nigga, I got mine right now." I said, "Oh, that bitch still in." But that shit just scared the fuck out of me. I'm about to go in the house and finish this. So he was like, "Money out of sight cause fight, CB." I'm like, "Nigga, I got my green dots on me." You know what I'm saying? So I pull them out, let them see them. So he was like, "They good, right?" I'm like, "Come on now, I don't do no bad business, play no games." So he was like, "All right, bet." He was like, "I'm good. I got mine." Like I said, he having paper. Everybody know he having paper. So his word is good enough. You ain't even gotta verify nothing. Once you tell me you got it, I'm going for it. You know what I'm saying? So, bruh, they was just talking about when they gonna do it, how they gonna do it, where they gonna do it. The Boxing Dad dude was trying to say, like, come in the room. But they like, "Man, that's not enough space, bro. This room only so big. You know what I'm saying? We got to do it on the big floor somewhere." So you got people set up blankets and stuff to hang from the rails so the officers can't see or whatever. So I guess they said, "Chow call." So the officer called Chow. While she calling Chow, bro, listen, this is a 96-man dorm. 96-man dorm. Think about how many people. That's basically 100 people. Let's just say 100 people. Whoop-de-doo. We 4 people off. 100 people. But I say 30 went to chow. That many people wanted to watch. And some of the people who stayed and watched ain't have a bean. I know they was hungry, but they wanted to see this fight that bad. So you got, I ain't gonna cap, bro. You had a lot of people betting against Jamaica, bro. A whole lot. And it was kind of lame, but I'm glad it happened like that because people kind of exposed their hand, and then you could just see the hate in people's face, like, because it was a lot of people really scared of bro, because he sit there and trains for hours. Any situation he done been in, he handle business. He knocking stuff out. He'd go at it with groups. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was a lot of people in that dorm that really did want to see bro get spanked. You know what I'm saying? But out of that 70 people, including myself, I say about 20 was betting on Jamaica. And let's just say, so that leaves 50, and let's say 10 didn't have no money, so they couldn't bet. So it was 40 going against Jamaica. The officer coming in when she see everybody, bro, you got people all on the top range. You got people, when I say you coming down the steps, you go around that loop, you got people all right there. I'm standing on this side. You got people all right here. So the officer come in, there's net bags of food everywhere. People holding them, they on the floor. Some people got a big stack of food on the floor that they standing next to. So the officer coming there, she like, man, what's going on in here? So Jamaican them go to tell them, like, nah, we just sparring or whatever. She like, nah, ain't no fighting. And she was like, nah, it ain't like that. We ain't fighting. We just sparring. We just training a little bit. Jamaica just kind of capped her down. You know what I'm saying? So, the lady leave out. They wrap their stuff up. You know what I'm saying? They wrap their hands up. Whatever. Jamaica wrapped this. I don't know. I think he had on some pants. Yeah. He had on some pants. But he said, because JC was telling Boxing Dad, like, he does not box regular, bro. He used hands and feet. Boxing Dad was so confident. That man said, nah, that's cool. He can use his feet. That's cool. So JC was like, you sure you don't mind him punching and kicking? Boxing Dad was like, nah, I don't care. I don't care. I'm too confident. I ain't going to hurt him. I ain't going to hurt him. Then I looked at Jamaica. I'm like, oh, you thought I was playing when a nigga told me to tell you he ain't going to hurt you. He just said it out his own mouth. So Jamaica go to laughing. I ain't going to cap. When they first went to fighting, I almost reconsidered what I did with my Honda. You feel me? That dude, Boxing Dad, was swinging so fast, folk. I don't think he was really connecting because Jamaica was pretty good with getting out of there. But, bro, he was swinging so fast. It's like his hand be right here. The next thing you know, it's right here, barely missing Jamaica. And it's like, damn, when did it even get there? That nigga just teletype. I mean, what they call it? That nigga just, what's it called? Whatever, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Jamaica threw a kick. He hit dude in the leg. And you could tell it kind of stung him because when he kicked him, you know, they was fighting and then dude was like, like you could tell, you know what I'm saying? And he kept trying to avoid that leg. I guess Jamaica put him a little system together, so they swinging. He done got one in, Jamaica done got one in. Bro, all I know is the dude, because he hit Jamaica, so I guess he was feeling himself. You know what I'm saying? He went to doing something like, you know how them boxers be, you know, trying to tease a nigga like, yeah, you can't see me, or whatever he did. I know he was doing something like that, and then he did something like this. Bro, I seen Jamaica. That man threw some type of kick. Listen, I seen that feet, but that feet looked hard as a brick. That nigga feet was so crusty and white. Listen, this your feet. This part of the feet, this the bottom. All I know is it did something like this. The boxer nigga was doing all this. That nigga Jamaica feet came up. Bro, I promise you, that nigga said, hey, Jamaica baptized it. Hey, listen. I was like, Jamaica kicked his ass with the feet from Africa, boy. So Jamaica bust out laughing. Other people started laughing and stuff. Bro, dude was out. The entire dorm go to screaming, 1, 2, 3. Matter of fact, he kicked him in between the Did he fall in between the bench? Bro, it was a bench right there. It was like this, where the seat said. Bro, he fell in between that. 3, 4. I'm like, yeah. But dude ended up getting up. And they go to going back at it again. And he just couldn't take the kicks, bro. Last time Jamaica kicked him in the leg, he damn near fell, bro. Like, he couldn't even stand up for real. Like, he was, And I don't know if he told Jamaica, like, you got it, it's over with, or if Jamaica told him, like, bro, I'm not fighting you no more, bro. But that's the story of my boy Jamaica knocked out a professional fighter, professional boxer. And, bro, sometimes you just got to be humble, bro. Like, I understand you're a professional. I understand that. And I understand you probably trained for years and you fought other professionals. But at the end of the day, you don't know me. And when I say me, I'm talking about Jamaica, but at the same time, I'm speaking in general for any situation. You don't know me. You don't know. He didn't know if Jamaica was a professional kickboxer. He don't know if Jamaica trained for 20 years. He just so, like, bro, chill sometime. Observe your surroundings. Stop being so thirsty to just get into stuff. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, prison is a very dangerous place to be. And I advise everybody to try to the best of your ability to stay out of trouble, make money, not excuses. It's your boy Bill. I'm going, hey, listen, that Nurse Explains 1, bro. Y'all go spam that autism video, bro. I need y'all, if y'all got questions, bro, we all got to see the doctor. We all be having fears of stuff and don't be wanting to, you feel me, ask nobody, talk to nobody about it because we don't want people to know what you got going on, or you feel embarrassed, or you might be scared of what the results could be, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, this is a discreet person. It's my folks, my family, feel me? You don't know them. You got any questions, anything medical? Bro, ask, bro. Hop in the comments. Nurse Explains 1. I'm going to drop that link in this video. It's your boy Bill. I'm gone.